talk RID. Now, much as Robots in Disguise gave us some awesome original molds, it wasn't a line that was shy about its repaints. I mean, almost all the Predacons are repaints, the Decepticons I think were all repaints, the Spy Changers were all the same and they were repaints, and among the later waves came a certain pair of stunning Deceptibros, presenting Messrs Dreadwind and Smokejumper. Now, this super sexy duo are themselves no stranger to the odd repaint. Now, let me get this right. So back in '94, this pair were originally going to be G2 Megatron and Starscream, but somebody changed their mind or something and they instead showed up as Dreadwind and Smokescreen. They made a comeback in '98 as Beast Wars 2 Starscream and BB, and then had a break until 2004 when they showed up twice, both in Robot Masters as the incredibly named Smoke Sniper and Gigant Bomb, and in RID as these guys too, making them possibly the most repainted toys in a line of mostly repaints. So given that these two have the boringest names and this tedious colour scheme of green and grey and greeny grey, it's a bloody good job that these two molds are some of the most interesting and kick-ass jet formers I've seen in my life. On that note, let's do some smoke jumping. Nice name, idiot. Get a load of this lanky little sub-deluxe ninja fella. Looks like a right wily little rat bag. Probably the most notable thing about these guys, particularly this one, is the posability. Check it out, 5 arm joints, head swivel, big old gobby ball joints. I mean, throw in a waist swivel and they'd stand up to any modern figure. It's almost like things haven't even moved on. Check out that head sculpt. It's just great. It almost looks more like Soundwave than Soundwave. So he's cool looking, all fierce and spiky. Loving the Deceptor groin. But he feels a bit wibbly, on the wibbly side. I'm very aware that he just sort of hangs together. But I can forgive anything for these giant friggin' cannons. Those are some ultimate weapons. I mean, they launch pretty hard. And sans ammo, they make some pretty convincing laser blaster thingies. Not so hot on the old ankle to armpit storage, though. And now for some Dreadwind, who I think it's fair to say is clearly the main attraction here. I mean, check it out, this guy is a massive kill house of awesome. Check him out with his incredible bomber chest, like a morbidly obese Seeker, and these winged side capes which are littered with, oh, what are these? They are bombs. That is a friggin' statement. I'm all about the giant smooth space helmet bonds as well. No mouth to speak of, but that wicked infrared death visor completes the ultimate light piping double team explosion. His arms are sort of oddly skinny and plain, all rectangular and kibbly. They look passable though, and again there's some sweet posability cracking off. Love the stocky cylindrical legs like a couple of D batteries down there. Could probably have used a bit of extra heelage to deal with the colossal top heaviness brought on by the Deceptor belly, and the holy crap shoulder mounted Gatling cannon. Are you seeing this? So with this, and these, we're talking 14 missiles! So yeah, Dreadwind is the king of this set and makes a glorious proto-lugnut muscle bitch, but I don't think it would have been a very good Megatron. I mean, this set only really works if the small guy's the smart one, otherwise what would the big guy need him for? So we'll get to the badass fighter bomber tag team in just a second, but first I think Dreadwind wants to show you something! Hey! Use my daily life! Conversion, removed by media hype. Boom! The only thing that keeps me going. For the truth to rise to the jury. Yes indeed, Dreadwind turns out to be the little triple changer that could. Check you out busting out of tank mode. Well, does this count as a tank mode? I mean, it's obviously just a twisted up stealth bomber. But come on, it's got a cockpit, it's got treads, just about. It's got la mitrailleuse tir de missile. And despite the obvious goofiness, I think you'll agree it looks pretty badass. Close enough. One mode in the bank. Next mode. Transforming this pair is an honour and a privilege. Dreadwind does the job quite traditionally, but handles it like a pro, while Smokejumper breaks out some unexpected entire body twisting. And who wouldn't want this baby jet / giant sky fortress combo? So this is Smokejumper's pointy little jet fighter scout mode. Lovely and streamlined, well into the rounded nose cone and the blood red cockpit. It's a bit on the weapon heavy side with these giant friggin' guns. Check out the positionable back fins. Shame they didn't really give him any wings. Makes him a lot less ferocious and a lot more like a dart. At the risk of sounding like a giant biased arsehole, Dreadwind is, once again, clearly the main attraction here. I mean, check him out. He's the original big, bad, brutal, blackbird bomber bastard. So there's pretty much nothing fancy here, just a giant black sky boomerang of death. Thankfully Dreadwind brought enough wings for the whole class, with these massive bomb-packing wings and bulky chevron body. Love the evil-eyed cockpit and the giant con badge. Loving the little engines and the totally unnecessary afterburner. Being such a bulkster, he sort of inevitably ends up with a bit of kibble. The cannon's a dead giveaway, and there's a couple of leg extremities hanging out up in here. But I'm a man of peace. So yeah, Dreadwind and Smokejumper make a totally tight tag team with the shared colour scheme, tons of destructo guns and tidy rolling wheels. But that's not all, bitches! Not only is this a double pack featuring a triple changer, but they're also a combiner of sorts. Check it out, just move this junk out of the way, cram the little fella in the back end there, and now it's Dreadwing. Seems more than anything like a marriage of convenience. I mean, they can't really do anything here that they can't do separately. Just sort of puts them into one tidy package. Funny, this whole stealth bomber piggyback setup reminds me quite a lot of Mindwipe and Skystalker, who I think actually got a repaint as Dreadwind and Smokescreen. So it's pretty far out that I ended up with the black version of what was originally a blue set, and then this black version has a blue version based on the original blue version of this black set. But then the original blue one was originally black, so this is a black version of the blue version of the black version, and this black version has a blue version. Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. So triple changing is great, and combining is great, but that's far from the best thing they do, because, and I cannot stress this enough,
14 missiles!
in a bit now.